immediate fix, but let's go through it together. So that's the tap of the city sewer right there, and that's the drop to it. So this is all crack pipe here. Get a little bit of calcium buildup on the sides of that connection there. You'll see that throughout a little bit. I'm thinking they didn't have a screen on their washer discharge hose. That's what all that black is in there. That lint turns to a real mess. So it's kind of hard to see the bottom in some of these areas because it is holding water. Holding a little bit of debris right there because of the water. It's kind of losing its pitch, the pipe. But see how my camera goes up and hits the lip of this connection?
Yeah.
And I have to go like that to make it jump. So as long as we don't see the whole thickness of the lip there, and here you are seeing quite a bit, but I think this is probably the worst. But you don't want to see that gap in between. That water's going to be going into the ground, or a gap this way.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, I always look at these sewer lines like it's like I'm buying the house, and I'm certainly not going to replace something that I don't need to replace. But so here's where one of your bellies ends. So a belly is where your connections are here and here, but the pipe has lost its pitch in the middle. It's flat, so it's holding water. So let's see how far back that's holding water. It's 51 feet out. And unfortunately, in that area, we can't see anything of the pipe.
Oh, wow.
So we're almost, you know, we're 9 feet of a belly there. So we really can't, you know, see through that dirty water. But I'm going to assume that that part of the pipe is like the rest of the pipe. Same condition, same age.
Any way to remediate that, or just how it's sitting?
What's that?
Any way to remediate that, or just how it sits? A pitch?
You mean to
You know it's sitting?
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you, I'm not sure what you're saying.
Well, is it gonna just like is it gonna sit like, or is there anything like the fix that, or is that fine the way, or?
Well, I mean, it stops the flow of stuff coming out of your house, right? I mean, if you've got a 10-foot section that's holding water,
Yeah.
this water has to displace that water
Okay.
before this water can get out.
Okay.
Not really a big deal as long as it's far out from the foundation. If this was 10 feet outside the foundation wall,
I got you.
now you got to worry about if you're doing clothes, someone's washing the dishes, someone's taking a shower, all together, you could make that back up into your basement.
Oh, okay.
But not at 43 feet out.
40 feet. This is 40 feet out from where we are, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 40 feet out from this.
Okay.
43 feet. So here's, it looks like that connection, yeah, that connection was just holding a little bit of water there, so that's not a big deal at all. Yeah, if this, you know, if that was closer to the foundation, I'd do a water backup test to see if I can make it back up, but that's not going to back up. Because, number one, the other side of that pipe is totally open, right? So by the time it starts backing up, it's feeding off on the other side already.
Is 40 feet like by the street? Or like where that like lamppost thing is?
Maybe by the lamppost,
Okay.
yeah. So this portion of pipe looks really good. I haven't seen any cracks on the bottom or the sides or anything yet, so that's really good. These connections looked worse going out, but they're not as bad as I thought they were. So as long as it stays that way, I just monitor this system, right? You just want to make sure that you come in here and do a camera inspection like every 4 years.
Every 4 years?
Yep, and I'll put this all in my report. But it looks better than I thought it was going to look.
And put a lint trap.
Yep. It definitely looks better than I thought.
Put a what trap? A link trap on the hose?
The
Oh.
discharge hose on your washer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't. Did they pull the sink out or what'd they do?
Yeah, there's no longer sink. It's-
So Donnie, check this out.
See where it's going.
This is where your. I told you. This is cast iron. Everything within the foundation is cast iron. Get outside the front foundation wall and connects to the crock pipe. So here is the connection of that. This is all your cast iron.
No trash here.
See how dirty that is? That's all from that lint of the washer.
Really?
Yeah. Now I would say that this cast iron is moderately to heavily scaled. So clay pipe just deteriorates like any kind of metal, right?
Yeah.
The cast iron scales like a snake. It just scales from all the walls on the inside. It just gets brittle and then falls on the bottom of the pipe and gets washed out with the. Yep. So we have to take a look at the sidewalls and determine what we think the integrity is left in the pipe. And being dirty like it is, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm gonna say that it's moderately to heavily scaled. So it's just another monitor situation. So all you really need to do is just have those sewer inspections every 3 to 4 years. I'd say 4 years. Yep, just monitor it and make sure that way you're ahead. That way you're ahead of it. If you ever had a problem, you don't want to come home with your basement full of water. But yes, sir.
You were talking about a lint trap?
I was talking about, yeah, the